All right, let's just jump right in. If you think AI is something that's coming, you're already behind. It's here, and it is completely changing the game for how we work, how we create, and, how we build our own professional identities. So today we're going to break down exactly what this means for your personal brand over the next couple of years.
This, right here, this is really the only question that matters. You have to ask yourself this. Because as algorithms start flooding everything we see with kind of manufactured, generic content, the rules are changing. So the choice is yours, right? Are you going to blend in and just become noise? Or are you going to build something so real, so authentic, that no machine could ever replicate it?
And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. Take a look at this number, 85%. Let that sink in. That's how much of the routine marketing and coding work is expected to just be taken over by AI. We're talking resumes, job applications, social media posts, all of it just being churned out by bots. And that creates a massive, massive wall of noise. So this leads us right to the core of the problem, which is really a crisis of trust. I mean, when anything and everything can be faked, who do people believe in anymore? Well, the answer is other people. Your authenticity, your story, your actual human experience, that becomes your ultimate advantage. It's like your protective moat in this new world.
Just think about it for a second. We've seen this huge drop in trust for big, faceless corporations. More than half of the Fortune 500 companies from back in 2000, they're just gone. Why? Well, it's because consumers are just so tired of being sold to. They don't want ads. They want to connect with real, actual people. And this is the massive opening for your personal brand.
And here's a perfect example of how this plays out in the real world. Take hiring. Recruiters are literally drowning in these generic AI-written applications, and a staggering 80% of them, they get tossed out immediately. Just gone. Why? Well, because they all sound exactly the same. They don't have the quirks, the personality, the story that makes a person stand out. They read like a machine wrote them, because, well, a machine did.
So here's the solution. The antidote to all this robotic, generic noise is powerful human storytelling. It's not about just blasting out a list of your credentials. No way. It's about sharing the real stuff, the failures, the lessons you learned, the whole journey that made you who you are. And AI can't fake lived experience. It can't tell your story with real, genuine emotion.
Okay, so let's be super clear about something. This does not mean AI is the bad guy here. Not at all. The smartest people out there aren't fighting AI, they're using it. They're using it as leverage. The best way to think about it is as your co-pilot. It's there to handle the busy work so you can focus on the stuff that actually matters.
And this chart breaks down that division of labor perfectly. On one side, you have AI, which is incredible at scale. Things like optimizing your profiles, drafting content, editing video, analyzing data. But you, the human, you have to own what creates resonance. That's the trust, the story, the connection, the empathy. They're two sides of the same coin and they work together. So, now that we get the game plan, AI for scale, humans for resonance, how do we actually put this into practice? Well, that's where this blueprint comes in. We've got 5 concrete, actionable steps you can take over the next 2 years to build a brand that is, for all intents and purposes, unkillable.
All right, we're going to walk through each of these pretty quick. It all starts with your story. Then, you've got to secure your own online turf. Show up over and over again, engage like a real person, and finally, bring it all together by using AI as your trusty co-pilot.
Okay, step 1, your origin story. And I'm not talking about your resume here, I'm talking about your why. Why did you start doing what you do? What's the problem you're just obsessed with solving? AI can list your achievements, sure, but it can't fake the passion, the fire in your belly. You have to share the real journey, the bumps, the failures, the comebacks. That is where true trust is built.
Second, you absolutely must own your digital home base. Think about it like this. In the near future, when someone asks their AI assistant, "Hey, who is," and they say your name, where do you think that AI is going to get its information? Your personal website becomes the single source of truth. By filling it with your story, your expertise, your unique point of view, you are literally training the AI on who you are. It's your lifeline.
Third, you got to be consistent. Trust isn't built overnight, right? It's built by showing up, day after day, across the channels where your people are. But you have to remember the golden rule here. Quality and emotional resonance will always beat quantity. It's not about shouting into the void. One single post that makes someone feel something is worth 100 generic ones.
Step 4 is all about engagement.
Seriously, in a world that's drowning in automation, a genuine human interaction is a superpower. It's simple stuff, really. Reply to your messages, leave thoughtful comments on other people's posts, ask questions, show people you're actually listening. An algorithm can't fake empathy, and empathy is how you build real, lasting relationships.
And finally, step 5 is where it all comes together. Use AI as your co-pilot. Let it handle all the robotic stuff, like transcribing your videos or scheduling posts. Use it to amplify your reach and get your message out there. But, and this is the big one, never, ever outsource your core message or your unique voice. You always have to keep your hand on the wheel.
All right, so to wrap all this up, let's talk about the mindset you need. It's so easy to get distracted by all the new shiny tools and apps, but the real winners in this new era, they're going to be the ones who focus on the timeless human-first principles. So please, avoid these common traps. Don't just AI all the things and end up sounding like everybody else. You'll become invisible. Don't chase every new tool. Chase timeless principles like authenticity and service. Don't forget that your own data, your testimonials, your case studies, that's a powerful moat. And finally, don't think of AI as some magic savior. It's a multiplier. It only amplifies what's already there.
So I want to leave you with this one final thought. As you go forward from here, I want you to constantly ask yourself this question. Are you building your brand for people, or are you building it for machines? Are you creating for an algorithm, or are you connecting with a person? Because in the age of AI, the most successful brands will be the ones that are unapologetically, deeply, and strategically human.